UFO sighting. Anomaly sighted in Atlantis Space Shuttle NASA images. What really irks me, or whatever bothers me, is that this UFO image is taken directly at the UFO. It's not at any slanted position. It's just right smack above it. So how is that possible? That's the most perfect image that you can have of a UFO. That's a little bit suspicious to me. This is by Tom Fisher and Express UK. UFO sighting claimed to have spotted this alien anomaly, alien that is ET craft, in a newly unearthed NASA Space Shuttle of Atlantis images. Scott Waring, self-styled alien expert on ET database, speculates about this bizarre image. He says, I found what I believe to be a UFO passing below Space Shuttle Atlantis while Atlantis was in Earth orbit. And he believes that the image is the only latest in NASA archives, which allegedly include evidence of the Black Knight satellites. And he says, I'm fairly certain this too is a UFO that has been mistakenly labeled as a satellite. He says, we all heard about Shuttle Atlantis being followed by several UFOs. NASA shuttle managers in 2006 debated whether simple camera views, a third heat shield survey, or possibly even a spacewalk were required to address a mystery objects near the Space Shuttle Atlantis, which delayed the spacecraft's planned landing. NASA's shuttle program manager, Wayne Hale, told reporters at that time, quote, we have ruled out nothing and will take the time that it needs to take. And he said, well, it looks like one of those UFOs got caught close up in these photos. The anomaly was captured by Space Shuttle TST Flight 61B mission. This was November of 1985. The NASA image cataloged in the Gateway to Astronaut Photograph of Earth as taking place many miles over the coast of China. The images show details describing the incident as satellite deployment, and Scott Waring said, this is the first time I have ever seen something described as a satellite deployment, quote unquote, without saying more about the satellite's mission. So unless it's a super top secret satellite mission, this object could very well be a UFO. Now the image of this craft is of apparently disc-shaped, viewed from above, as you can see, right smack from above. I mean, you can't have a better view than that. That was a little bit suspicious. How did they take that view? And it's clearly defined raised area around the anomaly middle. It's like a type of a dome. And there appears to be ridged parts across the edges. And Waring believes the image indicates the anomaly is on a trajectory away from an Earth orbit and it's going into space. He says satellites do not normally travel into space. Satellites normally stick round in Earth orbit. So as you can see, this is sort of flying up, because of the position of it, you can see that it's sort of flying away from Earth into space. Otherwise, we would see the profile of it as opposed to the top, from top down. So tell me what you think this is. This is fascinating to me. It has very clear detail of the dome and the ridges around it. The ridges, what are they? Lights? I have no idea. Anyway, let's have some comments. What do you think this thing is? If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.